Hi guys, this is Juven Guru here from Tekken5.com, and today we're going to take a look at the HTC One X, but more importantly we're actually going to take a look at the software, which is HTC Sense 4.0, which is the first version of Sense to come out, the newest version should I say, on the newest phone for HTC. So let's get to it. Alright, so let's get into what Sense actually is. Now, Sense is the skin that HTC have used to put on top of the standard Android 4.0 software. So basically what they've done is they put on their own skin, and if you saw a review on the Sony Xperia S, you'll notice that it was different, even though they were both running Android. Now, this is running Android 4.0, so this is HTC Sense for Ice Cream Sandwich. So the first thing once you get into it is you'll notice is that it has this 3D kind of effect when you slide to it. So you just slide here to your next thing. As you can see, the 3D effect is quite cool, and what you'll notice about HTC Sense 4 is it's quite pretty, but unfortunately because it's so pretty it does take up quite a bit of resources. So as you can see here, you can pin different kind of widgets, take it down, you remove it up there, hold to tap, and you will either allow it to put on widgets or bookmarks, programs, etc. like that. So let's get into some of the more features. So over here you see the weather. As you see, it's 5 degrees outside right now, which is quite cold. If you click on that, the weather comes up, as well as a bit of an animation here, which we think is quite cool, although it is a little laggy. But that might have to do more with the actual weather software here. As you can see tonight's weather, which is currently right now obviously, and tomorrow what the top of 21 is, and if by clicking on it you can, no, I guess not, we can just zoom in over here, get a bit more of that, one tap, there you go, hourly forecast, 4-day forecast, and so on and so forth. Messaging wise, let's pull that up. So messaging is simple, just from there again, click here to compose. As I said, there is no menu button, options button over here. What they've done is they put it up here instead, so you get all your options down there. So similar, if you were to choose, rather when you were to open options from here, generally it opens up the task switcher. You can flip through that, etc. Now another thing is to get to the options, they've put it up there. So settings. Let's just get into the about. As you can see here, where is it? Software information, Android 4.0.3, 4.0.3, and that's Ice Cream Sandwich, the latest version that has come out right now. Runs pretty well. Furthermore, you've also got the menu option like this. What you do have here is it's set up, I believe, alphabetically, and you can also visit it by most frequent apps over here. Your downloads, which is the downloaded apps, apart from the ones you have that has come on with the actual phone. Again, the menu option is up here, so if you want to manage your apps, edit them, or even share or sort, like I've done, sort here is alphabetically A to Z, makes it easier for us, so on and so forth. There's no 3D effect to this one, but it's just a nice quick slider. It's pretty quick as well. Yeah, so pretty quick, as you can see. And I forgot to mention, usual standard Android format. If you click the home button, you'll open up the launcher page over there. So furthermore, if you were to actually, let's just get to it. Yeah, so you can tag your widgets there. They do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 standard home screens, like I've said before in our other videos. And what you'll also notice from the home screen right here is similar to what iOS have done recently. You have groups, so folders, so you can pin more than one thing. So let's go back to it and have a look. As you can see, only space for 8 right now, but currently with groups, all you have to do is pin it to a folder. So if we were to show you, let's go back to menu, let's do Dropbox. Highlight Dropbox and hover it over the actual group tile over there, and in it goes, and suddenly you've got Dropbox there. So very convenient way to do it. I actually like how they've done it here. and keep pressing the home button, and that is one annoying thing we found. If you're here in this and you want to go out and you double click it by mistake, you accidentally go into this format, but it doesn't happen that often anyway. So apart from the groups, nice setup over here. Well, no designated camera button on the HTC, so you have to use this button over here. And so let's have a look at it quickly at the camera. So you have a couple different options. First of all, you've got auto and you've also got HDR. So if you click auto, turn it to HDR, as you see it gets brighter right away. I can't seem to find a way to set HDR on permanently, so it goes straight back into auto as soon as you restart the camera. So let me show you the difference again. So that's auto, gets a little darker, and that's HDR, gets a bit lighter. There you go. Now as far as the settings go, you have your main camera, or you can set up the actual, the front facing camera. Bit slow, but there you go. And back to, how do you do this? So just get out of it by mistake. Let me just go back into that. There you go. So back into the camera. You've also got the video quality, which we've set at 720 right now, but you can always move it up to 1080. As well, you've got your image quality 8 megapixel, which is the max, self-timer, image adjustments, sort of like that, ISO, white balance, and the usual standard things. Now they have put in quite a few more options, which I've seen, as compared to other HTC phones. Like I said, there's the different ways down here, which you've got the close-ups if you want to do macro shots. Overall experience I found is macro shots aren't that great, but they're decent, but they could serve to be a bit better in future models, and so on and so forth. So as for taking pictures, you click that button. Not quite sure what that button does. There we go. So you can open up different effects. You got distortion, vignette. So let's open it up again. So distortion just distorts it, and so on and so forth. So quite a few different options over here. So if you want to take a lot of pictures on this and capture the best one, the HTC One X lets you do that simply by clicking this. So there you go. So it captures all the photos. Now what I don't like is it only allows you to pick the best shot and delete the rest. So if you click this one, click best shot, your best shot will be saved, and then you either lose your rest of your images or you save one of them. And I sort of wish you could take fast frame action shots and take like 20 of them at the same time, but I haven't found a way to do that. As well with the video, so let's just turn on to video mode. Once you start filming, there you go. So once you start filming, you can actually take a camera screenshot at the same time as you're filming. So I wanted to have a quick look at the Gmail interface, what they've done here. As you can see, slightly different layout from Android's Gingerbread, so which is 3.6 I believe. Sorry, 2.6. And so what you'll see here is the different options, right? You have the menu section down here where you can choose your settings. And you've got your delete button here, your archive, and then your label, and the forward, and so on and so forth. Email comes up over here. You can star it, you can reply, you can forward it from here as well, so on and so forth. And pictures will be an option to come up over here. So you just scroll down something like this, zoom in, zoom out. It doesn't let you do it on this email, unfortunately. So you just have to open it up somewhere else, I suppose. But so yeah. So Google Android 4.0, so Ice Cream Sandwich, also comes with a slightly different version of the Google search. Same icon down there, but I suppose the visuals look much nicer, and it seems to be on speed, nothing faster. So let's just do a quick test. Weather in Melbourne. So there you go, quite quick. You saw it's a different rounded bit. So the weather comes up really quickly. You can do the usual navigate, you can do the find directions too. What you can't do yet is open an app with this, unfortunately. I wish you could. Let's try. Open settings. Now, you see it doesn't let it, goes to the Google website settings. So yeah, so slightly different interface over here. Does search it. Slightly different interface over there. Much quicker on the actual, you know, from start to opening up the app to search, and so on and so forth. So let's have a look at the phone calling section as well. You come up with the keyboard, which looks quite nice, slightly different. You can choose to call someone from over here. You can use the keypad over here as well, or you can open up a contact from over here. You also shift next to your people, so this includes Twitter and people from Facebook as well. So similar to Windows Phone as well in this regard, although you can't go to their profile and tweet straight. It's not as quick, but it's quite close in that sense. So you got your people, all of that. You can call someone from here as well. You got your groups as well if you wanted to add them, and your call history from people who you want to call. So quite a nice little interface. As you can see, it's also got the 3D version from that, which is the cube 3D shifting effect, and you go back to the main screen from that. In terms of settings, that's also slightly different. You've got all your different options over here. You know, you've got also a few extra options for dock mode, which you have to buy the dock for. You can connect to a PC. Developer options as well, which allow you to do certain different things, I suppose, depending on if you want to mess around with the settings of the phone. Power as well. Power wise, you got your battery status, you got battery level, and then the battery use is down here. There is no way to put up a number over there, so how much percentage you have left, but HTC have said they are working on something like that, either for an update or for the next version, where we'll soon see. If you're wondering about battery life on this, probably around 7 hours battery life, I would say, with Wi-Fi on and 3G as well, and using it every now and then. That's 7 hours of straight usage, so it should get you through most of the day. The update just came out recently as well, so that's helped the battery quite a bit. Although, as you can see, it does drop off a little bit once you start using it like we are now. Also wanted to have a quick look at the lock screen. Now, as you can see, when you open up the lock screen, there's a slider over here as well as 4 icons. If you want to jump into any one of these sort of icons straight away, all you do is click it, drag it down, opens up in your messages right away. It's a neat little system HTC have implemented into their Sense. Makes it quicker to jump in and out of messages. If rather than taking 2 or 3 steps, you can go straight into it. We like that quite a bit. So overall, in terms of hardware, the HTC One X is quite desirable. Really thin, nice polycarbonate build over here. Beats included as well in terms of the configuration in here. Sound quality is good, video is decent, Super LCD screen is gorgeous. In terms of the software, it is alright. There is still quite a bit left to do. We'll finish that off in our review. Overall though, we like the phone, and you can read more on the review on tekken5.com. So be sure to check that out. If you are interested in purchasing this phone as well, do head on over to Clove UK, and you can check out the link at the bottom of the description as well. And that's it. So give us a thumbs up and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.